Hello everyone, welcome to 30 Days of Art, episode 8. Today I am working on a painting titled My Immortal Shrine, and I will have a 30-minute long version of this video with commentary, color mixing tutorials, and more available at patreon.com/happydartist. So last video I put out a request for your input on what you'd like me to answer in this video, and a lot of you guys asked me about time management, and I think this is a great topic to discuss. Over the last 2 years I have been a full-time artist, and I definitely picked up some tips and tricks on how to effectively manage my time. A lot of you guys asked me how I'm able to keep up with so many different avenues, such as gallery shows, my weekly YouTube videos, shipping orders, Patreon, and also engaging with all of my different social media accounts. So I think I have a lot of advice to share, and these are things that work for me, so I hope some of you guys can find it useful as well. So first off, I'd like to say that I definitely have to make sacrifices in order to do everything that I do, especially in my social life is kind of where I notice the most change as I get busier with more projects. So I still make time for my friends and to travel, but I do have to be a little bit more selective, and I can't just say yes to everything. And another thing that I really recommend is to plan your schedule around your fun events. So schedule the social fun things first, and then plan your work to accommodate that. And that might sound strange, but let me just explain what I mean. So for example, if I know I'm going to be going out and having fun Friday night, then I will work even harder on Monday through Thursday, and maybe even pencil in some work time on Saturday. Or if I know I have a vacation coming up at the end of the month, and there's also a gallery show piece that's due at the end of the month, then I'll make it a goal to finish the piece by the middle of the month so that it's ready to go by the time I leave for vacation. Which brings me to my next major tip, and that is always plan things out ahead of time. I strongly recommend having a calendar, whether it's on your phone or the Google Calendar app, or just the old-fashioned way of writing it down in a planner or a whiteboard in your house. It will definitely help you to plan out all of your deadlines ahead of time. So I have a crazy Google Calendar that has all my major deadlines for the next 3 months, in addition to smaller deadlines. And by planning far ahead into the future, it allows me the option to adjust the deadlines as needed. And by adjust my deadlines, I want to make it clear that I only mean finishing projects earlier than intended, never later. So yeah, I also became a master at multitasking. So if I traditionally just do one task at a time, one after the other, it'll be impossible to get the amount of work that I get done. So instead of working sequentially, I work synchronously, and I will pair up tasks that can be done at the same time in order to save time. So for example, when I import my video footage to make my YouTube videos, it can take several hours. And that's because I'm working with several hundred gigabytes worth of files. So instead of just waiting for the footage to import, I will answer some emails or do my social media errands during that time. Another thing I like to do is set these imports to occur while I'm sleeping, so I kick them off before I go to bed, and when I wake up the video is done rendering or something like that. That can also save you some time. Another great example is to work on several paintings at once, and this is a habit that many other artists also employ. Oil paintings in particular take a few days to dry, sometimes weeks, in between layers, and instead of focusing on just one piece from beginning to completion, I will work on a handful of pieces a day. And I think the most I've done is 5 different paintings in one day, focusing on each one for about 30 minutes to an hour. That way, when I'm waiting for one painting to dry, I can make good progress on another painting. And it's also honestly just kind of fun. You never get bored, and if you're feeling stuck with one piece, you can hop around and explore other pieces. So yeah, I highly recommend working on anywhere from 3 to 5 works in progress at a time. And also, I just want to say, just because you have unfinished pieces does not mean you cannot start new pieces. Just make sure you have ample room in your studio to store or hang your pieces while they're drying. And lastly, I think another great trick I use to help make sure I stay energized throughout the day in order to finish my long to-do list is to actually take a lot of breaks. So I try not to ever work several hours at once without taking a break, because it'll make you burn out and you won't have energy for the rest of the day. So if I'm ever feeling tired or bored, I will give myself like a 10 to 30 minute break. I'll watch some funny YouTube videos, I'll go have a snack, go out for a walk. It's definitely okay to take breaks even if you have a lot of deadlines coming up, because breaks are what helps re-energize you and reignite your creativity and your inspiration so that you're ready to tackle on all of your projects for a longer period of time, rather than forcing yourself to finish everything before you have a break. Just take breaks in between. So yeah, just to summarize, I think what you need to do to manage your time effectively is to schedule your fun events first and push around your deadlines to accommodate all the social events or vacations you have coming up, making sure that your fun time does not interfere with your deadlines. Also, write down and plan your schedule way ahead of time. I recommend 3 months ahead of time so you can make adjustments as you need in order to make room for your social events. And when you're faced with an opportunity to take on more projects, having all of your current projects listed out will help you determine whether or not you're actually capable of saying yes to those new projects. And also, multitask. Don't do just one thing at once. If you have something that requires many hours of waiting around, have that be done while you're working on another piece of artwork, or have that be done while you're packing orders, or while you're sleeping. And last but not least, work on several pieces at a time. I think it'll really help you complete a large body of work sooner, and also it's a lot more fun. Yeah, so I think that's about all the advice I have. I know not everyone watching this video is a full-time artist, and many people are juggling work and school alongside of their art, but I hope that my tips on managing time can also help you make space in your day for producing art and being creative. Alrighty, this about wraps up the video. I'd like to give a quick hello to all my new subscribers and patrons. Welcome. As usual, I'll have prints of this one available at my shop at happyd-artist.com. Thank you all so much and have a wonderful week. Bye!